Philippians 3 talks about pressing towards the mark. It talks about straining forward to those things that are ahead. It really talks about hard work. It talks about laying hold of that for which Christ has laid hold upon us. Grasping your call and your purpose. Grabbing it. That's what he's talking about. Talks about forgetting those things that are behind, straining forward to those things that are ahead, pressing toward the mark, right? So this is a time to really press through. Some of you have been unnecessarily tired. Yep. Full night's sleep, wake up tired and less than motivated. If that's you, just raise your hand if that's been you over the past month. Do you think it's coincidence? Nah, it's getting harder. And then you get real spiritual and you say, well, you know, the Lord wants me to Sabbath. I'll just honor the Sabbath on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No, it was one day to rest and refresh yourself. It's harder. The result of pressing will show up later. It's almost like, I liken it to your first day back in the gym. The first day back in the gym is going to be either the beginning of something beautiful or a lost cause altogether. And here's the challenge with your first day back in the gym, particularly if you have a trainer. The trainer's going to wear you out. I mean, you will leave that place wheezing, coughing, and sore. And then you go in the mirror expecting to see, with all the hell that I went through this day, I better see at least a rip or a cut. Show me a 3-pack or something. Right? And you go and you look in the mirror and you don't see anything. And usually that's when I can do bad all by myself. This is, a lot of times you fall off after that because you're like, there's no way in the world I'm going back and I'm going through what I just went through. And I don't see nothing, no results. But the reality of it is something did happen in your body. Even the scriptures say, with all labor there is profit. And the challenge is, the profit has taken place on the inside of you. And when the timing is right for your insides, for what has taken place on your insides to be manifest outside, you'll rejoice. But without day one, and then the subsequent days of pressing through, see, you're going to see the reward of your pressing later. You're going to see it. And you're going to look up and you're going to have that 6-pack. Yeah. You're going to have those biceps. And God is your trainer. He's your trainer. You know what a good trainer, let me tell you what a bad trainer is. A bad trainer is one who doesn't push you hard enough. The bad trainer is the one who lets you set the boundaries on how far you're going to go in your workout. And although you may like that trainer a whole lot, he stinks as a trainer. Because if you set the boundaries, you and I know that we're not going to set them too far beyond. You follow? We might push ourselves a little bit, but that's why you get a trainer. Because you know that you need to be accountable to your own potential. So a bad trainer just lets you, and you know how we get, and we've all done. Has anyone ever faked it with a trainer? Oh, man, I can't. No. Oh. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Seriously. Come on, man. I've done that. I know I've had 3 or 4 reps in me, but I knew it was going to burn real good and didn't want it to burn real good. So I'm like, and I start shaking the thing and everything. And a good trainer be like, please. Give me 3 more. You follow what I'm saying? And then the flip side of that is that a bad trainer also is one who pushes you too far. Right? you would only say, I'm going to do 10 reps when your max is probably 15. A bad trainer is one who tries to get 20 out of you. You ever had a trainer like that? You'd be like, dog, please, seriously, man. No, my arms are about to collapse right now. But a perfect trainer is one who knows you, knows what you can handle, knows what you can do, and pushes you just to that point. And that's God. It's hard, but walk it out. It's hard for your good because God is trying to develop you and I and train us so that we can stand when things shift and the atmosphere will mandate and require a certain type of insides. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That's the realest thing I've said today. We're moving into a time. These are the beginning of birth pangs. Now, birth pangs means that something is coming, and the thing that's coming is good. It's not bad. You know what I mean? I know we get off. Just think about when someone calls you and they say, I'm in labor. You don't get sad. You get happy. You start praying for the person because you know they're about to go through. As we should pray for one another. I guarantee you right now, everyone who is chosen for great things has a little something that they're going through. Because right now, what this season will also do is it's bringing to the forefront all of our weaknesses. Oh, Jesus Christ, help me today. It's bringing to the forefront all of our weaknesses, all of our fears, all of the stuff that cannot go into the next season. So when you see a pimple, don't get upset about the pimple. What does the pimple mean? The pimple means that there's some impurities that are coming out. And some of you are breaking out all over the place. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. What else do I want to say to you? Be encouraged. Don't give up. Don't quit. One more thing. We know that what Jesus was talking, you got to read the whole 24th chapter. Some of it will scare you. But he's prophesying over at least 2,000 years. So when you read it, understand that he's speaking to the disciples as he's walking the earth with them. That was over 2,000 years ago. And some of the things have not come. So the prophecy, the things that he's prophesying, it could be 10,000 years worth of prophecy. We don't know because we don't know when. There are some things that say this generation will not pass before he returns, so to speak. Right? There's some indications. You can somewhat maybe gauge it, but we don't know. There are prophecies about the end. And think about this. When you read Scripture, and this is the last thing I'll leave you with. When you read Scripture and the Word is speaking about the end times, don't forget that you are in that somewhere. Oh, Lord, help me to communicate this right. When he's talking about the end times in the last days, you are somewhere in that. Some will endure to the end. Some will fall away. That's what it says. So what you have to do is you have to say, who am I? Who am I going to be? Because that still does not supersede your free will. He just knows what you're going to choose. So when I see the end times, see, we're going to be teaching a lot during the week about things that are going to take place in the end times as it relates to us so that we'll know what to do, and more importantly, we'll know what to watch out for. Because people are going to be falling away. And I'll tell you right now, there is, just as excited as I am about the Spirit of God and the things that God is doing, this is the most exciting time for me. It's crazy. It's the hardest time, but it's the most exciting time because I'm seeing amazing results and I'm seeing the blessing of God unlike ever before in the midst of all the other craziness that's happening, even as almost, no, I think the blessing has to be greater, but there's craziness going on simultaneously. I mean, crazy stuff, just crazy stuff.